communities, I think a crannog, especially if you've got two or more, these are the origins of our modern day communities. They weren't living in towns, but and they were in tune with nature, living off the land and living with the land.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, taking and contributing, that's always been going on.
Yeah.
And if we look at what we do today, you know, we've refined to a point where it reached the limit and then it stepped back when we actually started to move off the land into towns, and it's almost like entering back into a different world.
I think that's what's great about GAM-H, is getting back to nature with the walks and the cycling and the crannock. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing art therapy now, and the first thing I tried to paint was a wee crannock. Do you know what I mean? I've never painted anything in my life, and I think we need to get back to the community, as you were talking about. The sense of community is just completely missing. Well, I think I'd said before that I had GAM-H get involved us in lots and lots of groups, and they're very good. They start one group and because I was very upset when your group finished, and I said to Simon, I'm not coping. I'm quite upset about this group finishing. And there's other groups like writing groups and whatever, but I'm in this cycling group. The paper map that they gave us had pictures, and it's the 7 lochs, and you go through Drumpellier Park. So now, instead of just going through it, if we go with the cycling group, we thought we'd maybe say to them, look, we could put together the stuff that you've done on each of the points and have it like a mobile talk, you know, when we're cycling.
This afternoon, I'm taking the GAM-H group on a walking tour around Langside in the south side of Glasgow. And we'll be going into Queen's Park. And there's a hill there, they reckon was an Iron Age fort or an Iron Age settlement of some sort. And although it's a beautifully landscaped public park, this afternoon I'll be looking at that and thinking of the Iron Age, thinking of the people in the crannog, and seeing how different their lives would have been than to those living in the hill fort or that settlement, because they weren't living in a crannog, but they were probably living the same lifestyle.
I was in Loch Lomond in Luss last weekend, and I was picking various stones up off the ground and thinking, oh, do you know, I could actually make a piece of jewellery because I do my work with my copper. Imagine people in those days living out in the water, you know, and collecting little beads and little stones and things. So I found that quite interesting. But yeah, like you, I'm sitting there by the water in Luss thinking, you know, how beautiful is this?
I so treasure the box.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the
things
beautiful
in it.
box. Yeah, I've got my wee trinkets inside mine.
I've got all my heartstrings in mine.
Oh, the box is beautiful. Yeah,
it's such a beautiful box. I cried. See, when we got that box, when Simon delivered that box, I was crying. It was just gorgeous.